best worst gum, zebra, fucking zebra stripes or whatever. Because I think that wrapper was a tattoo. I think you could lick that up and slap that on your arm or some shit. You'd be tatted.
I never fucking had that shit as a kid.
Zebra stripes?
Yeah.
So shitty.
So good, so shitty.
So good.
All right, what was your your initial thing?
Okay. Initial thing. I'll be a little peeky over here. Pete Rock posted this the other day. And there's a million ways you could take it.
Okay.
And I know what I commented, and no one liked it, so maybe it was bad input. Or just no one else feels the same way. Which hip-hop album do you think never got the respect it truly deserves? You want my answer? No. You get nothing.
I
Start. You get nothing. I want your raw input.
Doesn't get the respect that it deserves.
This is where you input fucking do.
Yeah, for real. I don't know. Well, give me yours. So I need to.
Nothing comes to mind when you hear that question at all.
I mean, like a Local Cloud album. Is that what you're thinking?
No. We could plug that, but not that deep cut. Because you could take it in a lot of ways. It's like my album was from. I'm gonna get a fact check on it. I think it was 94. Where is it? 95.
Well, I guess I just don't know.
I have no idea if this got enough credit in 95,
Well,
and
that's what I was just about
96,
to
and
say.
97, 98. No idea.
That's what I was just about to say. Is what are we defining as? Wait, what? How did he word it initially?
Never hip hop album you thought never got the respect it truly deserves.
So just never got the respect.
Yeah, you could take this in a million ways. I said Last Chance No Breaks by Jamal.
Okay, that's a pretty fucking deep cut album.
That's how I feel.
Right.
And I feel like that was nothing the homies ever bumped. If I bring that up with other people, like even other homies, it's like I've never bumped that. For me, it's a little special one where it's like I never hear people I talk to talk about this one.
I don't even think I've never listened to that. Like, I've probably only ever heard like a couple songs off of it. I don't think I've ever like bumped that as an album.
Yeah, probably like probably Fades Them All, I think is the number one on there. I wish honestly next time I'm putting the computer up on the big screen.
Oh, true.
Should have done that. But it's like him sitting in like
a good light for the room too.
Yeah. Oh no, Keep It Real. Yeah.
Well, you still could do that. You could screen mirror it.
Could I? All right, we'll get that popping. That's how I felt.
I mean, I feel like that's a really good answer. I don't know.
But like, even listen to those Funk Dubious albums today, you could have said fucking those.
I love that fucking the Brothers Doobie or whatever. That Brothers Doobie album, right? Is that the one with the green and everything?
Yeah, that's the second one. First one I really had never listened to much. Except that hose song.
I feel like maybe that is it. That would potentially be a good one. Although, like, once again, it's like you said, I guess. I don't know if it's been respected. I don't know if it's been respected enough or too much or too little.
Yeah, Brothers Doobie was 95. Which Doobie You Be was 93.
But that 95 album is the green one, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's the one with like Rock On and Lost in Thought, shit like that. First one I had really never given a full listen to until this morning, and good Lord. Oh no, Superhose is on that side.
I really like that album.
222,000 monthly listeners. Not that it matters, but for Funk Dubious.
What is it?
222K.
It's probably just because it's on so many
true.
Classic hip hop playlists and stuff. Yeah. It's probably not even people listening to it. It's just like on. I still don't know. I feel like nobody knows exactly what monthly listeners means. I feel
No.
like most people think that it means person who has heard this month. But I swear we have had inflated numbers just from being on a playlist. And like the plays of songs don't match monthly listeners. Where for a few months we had 13,000 monthly listeners, but we weren't getting 13,000 plays each month.
Oh my God. That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like
I feel you.
the metrics don't add up.
We're reaching out to y'all. Do y'all have any input? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I don't know what's up with that.
Because even if you had 13,000 monthly listeners and each of them listened to a song twice,
You'd have 26,000
streams.
Yeah. And like that was never happening.
We barely got that in 6 months.
And even the
That's a good
13,000 monthly listeners that we had, even in that month, none of our songs had 13,000 listens.
No,
and
never.
They didn't accumulate to 13,000 plays.
How many, how long do you have to listen to a song before it gets counted?
I don't even know if that information, I don't know. I think all those numbers are fucking fake.
I'm just saying if it's 10 seconds, they probably listened to 9 and said, fuck this shit.
No, I think 30 counts as a play.
30 seconds?
Yeah, I think that's why interludes and shit like that, if they're under 30 seconds, I don't think it even
don't
shows any streaming numbers.
Okay. Yeah, who knows?
So Funk Dubious is like 200,000?
Yeah, Lost in Thoughts, 20 million plays though.
It's a shit ton of plays. I mean, that song's... no shade. I fucking love that. I love that album. Love that song.
Oh yeah. And then I don't know what that Jamal one was 52,000 and Keep It Real was 4 million. So about a fifth on both. Fourth. Yeah, sure. Close enough.
I wish I had a good answer for that.
You didn't even give an answer.
I know. It's because I don't have a good one.
But once again, super subjective.
I can't even think of an album that...
Like Terminology commented on it. Terminology. Politics as usual.
He said his own.
Yeah. Ninth Wonder said Word Life by OC. And I thought that was a real good one because the first time I heard that was years into listening to hip hop. And I was like, what the fuck? Why have I never heard of OC or this album? And that's when I feel like I go back to a good amount. Someone else said...
That is a good one.
Ooh, Deadeye said another OC album.
Damn, so OC getting love. So, but even that is proof that it is getting respect. The heads are out there and are respecting it.
Well, both the Lawrence Mass heads, because Deadeye's...
True.
Yeah, he's in that crew. They both be like, yo, OC. But like Gangstar, Moment of Truth, it's like, for us...
Is that album...
That's the main...
Was that album disrespected in some regard?
Oh, I think, getting no respect and being disrespected, two different things, but...
Fair enough.
I don't think anyone said this album sucks. Maybe not enough people said I love this album.
Well,
but that's a weird one. That one for us was like, that shit was on.
If that's the case,
all
then
the time.
I would definitely say Dare is a Dark Side is one of my favorite albums of all time. And definitely gets overlooked by Muddy Waters.
I'm an overlooker.
Most people
I love Muddy Waters.
I love Muddy Waters too. And I love Eric Sermon's production on that shit. But Dare is a Dark Side is just so my shit.
Yeah. I mean, they have Master Ace is on here. Disposable Arts. Bizarre Ride is on here, and it's like...
Far Side?
Yeah.
Was that out? Like, yeah, I guess it's hard to say.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what was going on?
Yeah, at the time. Well, I guess everyone was listening to like Big and Pac and shit around that time.
Which we were too. So it's just like...
No, around that, when that album came out, was like, what, 97?
The first... Yeah, probably earlier. Because they died 97... 96, 97.
Who? I'm saying...
Pac and Big?
I'm saying Bizarre Ride.
Earlier? No? Does that sound right?
I don't know.
I was 1. No, I wasn't. I was 4. I was 3. I don't know how old I am.
Final answer.
That was, you said 97. That was 92. I
was 92.
-1.
Oh, so it was way older.
Still swimming around my dad's nuts.
Wow, so that's early Dilla production on that album.
But to my point earlier, it's like it's hard to fucking. It depends on how you take this question. That album for us, for the homies, was like
well respected.
We all be bumping this shit.
Very well respected.
Same with Moment of Truth. I feel like there was always Gangstar, especially because that shit has like Above the Clouds, and that's all Moment of Truth, right?
Is that the Gray album?
No, the Gray album's just like a comp album. I thought that was like some hits album from X to X.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking of? Are you not going to screen mirror this?
Oh shit! I turned it on and I never did it. How do I do that? Did I have to go to Bluetooth or some shit?
You do it up here.
Screen mirroring. Oh, this is elite, dude. This is great.
Yeah.
Look at that, Andy. Okay.
Easy as pie.
Easy peasy. Look at that. We don't need a no moderator. I'm doing just fine.
Oh, okay. It's that album.
This album. I feel like, yeah, Work, Above the Clouds, Robin Hood Theory, You Know My Steez, like Moment of Truth itself.
And that was 98.
Yeah.
So that
Betrayal.
one I could see at the time
not getting love?
Not getting that much love in the realm of like what's popular in 98. Eminem was the Slim Shady LP, I feel like, came out in 97.
This is why we need Jake. That's a good question. I don't know. I had that. I have no idea when it came out. I took that from Uncle Sean.
And like the
99.
Oh, 99. Okay. So
should we see what was hot in 98?
Yeah. But I think also I have to imagine like Life After Death. Didn't that come out in 97?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sure people were still bumping the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
In 98.
Plus, like, what? If you
but
think
also, once
about
again, I don't know the climate.
Early Gangstar, too, is what? Late 80s? Wasn't that first?
Yeah.
It was like 80. So it's just like for them, that's 10 years into
right,
their...
They had been around.
9-10 years into their rip. But that's why it's a weird question to ask, because like, what was like...
Oh, Gemini came out that year?
Bro, Capital Punishment, the more I listen to it, the more and more that album...
I know that album is a special album for you.
Fucking
oh, so Jay-Z was taking over the fucking world in 98.
Yeah. Exhibit, Third Eye Vision, Hyro. That Beastie Boys album dropped. Heavy Mental, that one is just like, yo, bro, that makes my list of
Hello Nasty though. I don't
talked about enough.
Hello Nasty, dude. I don't think Hello Nasty got the respect. I don't think that album gets the respect.
That's okay. I'll give you that.
That's a weird Beasties album where it's very fusiony. My favorite song on that album is an acoustic song. Like,
is it?
Yeah, like
I'm pretty sure this was like the only one I had on my iPad. What's on that shit? Too many clicks here.
All I know is, Intergalactic.
Okay.
What song am I thinking? I don't know.
I
don't know on Hello Nasty. That is one of my favorite Beastie songs. And it is very atypical.
I'd have to go. I only had this because Uncle Sean, he had this in his fucking grail of CDs, but it made it on.
I love iPod. Check Your Head too. I don't think that album got great love.
Mad Villainy. Oh no, what the fuck is this? Oh, different list. I'm like, wait, what? There's a lot of good ones in 98 though. Maybe, yeah. I mean, even that Black Star album, I could see why.
Miseducation came out that year.
Did it? Okay. I could see why that Moment of Truth could be considered overlooked in 98. I mean, it's Dark and Hell is Hot came out. I knew it was a good fucking year. I would have been pumped. I was 5. 4 or
Probably
5.
not.
Sons of Man,
You
The
were probably
Last Shall
4.
Be First.
You
I
were
was
probably
probably
4 when most of this came out.
Yeah, I was probably 4. I was listening to my dad listen to The Who.
Oh, you think? I think in
When I was
98,
4.
I was probably listening to Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, shut up. You probably were. No, my dad. Oh, no, my fucking. Why is this off? That's terrible. How does that happen? All right, welcome back.
98 was such a hot year, it fucking fried the camera.
It toasted that brick. That brick. Let's make sure fucking Logic's still going, huh?
Oh, it is.
Oh, we're good. Andy's peaking.
That's fine.
I think that was the clap. Yeah, 98, great year for hip hop. Some might say one of the better ones.
Yeah, so I don't know if I have a great answer for that.
Well, I think your answer was it was hella nasty, I think, after it all.
It's like, yeah, I guess so.
But I don't think you can actually answer that question. We weren't
not
around.
easily.
We weren't around
that's
when
what
it, you know?
I was trying to think of more of things that we have been around for. And there's the Stoned Immaculate. I don't know if that was well respected.
I was going to say...
People were talking about it. People were talking about Drake.
Honestly, I was going to just say Currency's whole catalog, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, most of them are like mixtapes. I don't know.
Stoned Immaculate was an album.
That was one of his first actual albums.
Yeah. But once again, if you ask the homies,
well
not a
respected.
question. All of those were elite. But if you asked probably a lot, you know, people around us at the time, it'd be
Well,
like...
if you have
I
like
ain't bumping that.
normies,
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, who the fuck spit Andretti?
Yeah, who is who is that man, dude? Why does he play with Hot Wheels?
True.
He's a legend. But that's a good point. Yeah, I think once again, super like subjective question, situational question.
Mm-hmm.
I was just curious what your answer would be, and as we found out, he doesn't have one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess it's just hard to say. I don't generally think about albums in terms of who's respecting this and who isn't. Is it getting,
not that we care.
Is it getting the respect that it deserves? I don't know. I've been binging a lot of Amy Winehouse
Okay.
videos, like live performances.
Yeah.
She was definitely respected. So it's not the same, but I'm just like trying to think about like what I've been listening to lately, and I've been listening to a lot of Amy Winehouse lately.
Okay. Yeah, I started my day with No Effects. I put on Punk and Drublick and
Today?
Yeah. I was just in that mood.
I started it off with Amy Winehouse, actually.
So I gotta pay my fucking taxes. Fuck.
There is such a dope... I sent it to Majid first thing this morning, too. Such a good version of Back to Black. I don't know if you know that song by
Yeah.
where it's her live with just a guitarist and a bassist and her singing.
Yeah, I might have seen that.
It is outstanding. And it's almost like she's a cappella, basically, with how little the guitar and bass are doing and just how big and like present she is, because she's the main thing happening. The chords are fucking nothing. The bass is probably doing more than even the guitarist is, really, in that video. Oh, but Shivers.
Acoustic?
No.
Or electric?
Electric.
Good.
It's so fucking sick. She's so talented. She's a fucking alien.
R.I.P.
For real. I want to see her movie. I think that's also called Back to Black.
I think it is.
I heard mixed things about it, though.
I didn't even know it was a movie.
They did like a biopic of her.
Who played her?
I forget. I know Ari didn't want to see it because she fucking hates the
actress.
Well, hates her voice. I don't know if she doesn't like...
Ew.
I don't think she has anything against her acting, but...
Okay. Let's see.
I think she like heard a couple clips of her singing the songs, and she was like, I can't.
She was no Timothy Chalamet doing Bob Dylan.
Yep, I guess so. People did not really hate on him. That's for sure.
I heard it. I was just like, yo, Bob Dylan got very fucking specific voice to me.
Mhm.
And if I close my eyes,
He kind of got there.
there'd be a part of me where it's just like, damn, this dude fucking did it. But then again, if you lock yourself in your room and just sing Bob Dylan for 3 months, you probably
Oh shit! It got panned on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, that's bad.
Well, there we go.
Who
That's
is
why I
that?
never saw it.
Marissa Abella. Yeah. You probably won't watch it.
Me neither. Now that I see, I'm probably just gonna stick to the real stuff on YouTube. Also crazy is that performance, at least that specific one I'm talking about, is from 2006, and just putting myself back in 2006 and thinking how I don't even know if I knew how big Amy Winehouse was then. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe like my dad and Lauren
I had no idea.
were listening to, were like, you know, my dad's always got his ear to the streets, at least in growing up he did. Probably not so much these days, but growing up. So I have to imagine that I had heard Amy Winehouse. He probably had her CD because he was like, this shit's cool and it's new. But thinking back on 2006 where I forget what the name of the album is, but I remember on my birthday in 2006 getting Dem Franchise Boys, whatever the album that has Lean With It, Rock With It, and like white tea on it. I remember getting that for my birthday. So it's like Amy Winehouse, I don't fucking know. I can't. It's funny that now, looking back on it, I was alive when she was doing that shit. But now I'm watching these videos like, damn, like never even got to experience Amy Winehouse. But at the end of the day, it's like, no, I just didn't give a fuck.
I don't even think I knew.
I definitely knew. I don't know when she died. When did she die? 2008, 2009 ish. Because she was.
You think that early?
Well, I think she was like 20 in 2004, and she died at 27. So 2011.
Amy Winehouse. Let's see.
2011.
2011. All right.
But yeah, like Rehab. When did Rehab come out? 2006.
Okay, so I knew. I was listening.
That's
to
what
that
I'm saying.
shit for sure.
It was in
she was
the
on the
zeitgeist.
TV a lot. Okay.
Yeah, she was probably on the fucking Today Show.
Yeah. All right. But I don't think I've ever put Amy Winehouse on willingly, but it's just not what I listen to. Once again, not what I listen to. But I feel like when we were
definitely
playing,
not in 2006.
No,
when that fucking shit came out.
No, in 06.
I was listening to them Franchise Boys.
Yeah, that's dude.
And like Escape the Fate. Those are for whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking was
I was
the hardcore tip.
I was
probably.
either listening to fucking screamo music or
Stronger by Kanye West.
Or slanging in my white tee.
Yeah. Or like Move Along maybe might have snuck in there somehow.
Me and Ari just recently listened to White Tea, and there's a bar in it that's I got a chain mang. It's a stain on my white tee. It's it's good vibes though.
Oh, I bet. I feel like one day you came in for your birthday. I don't know who gave it to you. You had a Cartel album one day in middle school. Was that you?
No.
I've
never owned a Cartel CD. Not that I wouldn't, but I haven't.
Maybe it wasn't you, or it was a different album, or that's when you got that fucking Dem Franchise Boys album.
It doesn't seem like it.
It would have been in Walsh though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure either. Oh, you know what else in 2006 I was listening to is Louder Now. I think that came out in 2006.
I think you're right.
And I know I was...
I didn't listen to that until 2020, 26.
And I know for a fact I was listening to the fuck out of Louder Now because I saw them that year on tour.
Yeah, that one kind of stinks though, doesn't it? Actually, no. Isn't like Liar on that and shit?
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's okay. It's a rock album.
Terrible. It's a rock album.
It's not an emo boy album, that's for sure.
No. I mean, their first two could have just been one big album in my eyes, but
20-song album.
it could have been.
They were probably all recorded at the same time.
Well, no, they were definitely recorded in either different rooms or different gear, different times, because that fucking...
They probably ran through the first 10 songs and they're like, oh shit, I forgot to turn this off.
Yo, yes, yeah.
Let's record the next 10.
Because that high pitch sting is just too apparent now. I can never unhear it. And it's so unfortunate. Where I get excited when those songs come on, and then I'm like 20 seconds in, I hit it, and I'm like, oh, gotta shut it off.
You ever since you have told me that, we have never actually listened to any of those songs together for you to actually point out what it is you are hearing. So those songs still aren't ruined for me because
Perfect. I'll never point it out.
I still don't know the like sizzle or sting or whatever.
Oh yeah. It just sounds like something's
it's like on the crash,
hella
right?
feedback. I don't know. I try to listen to see when it comes in and out. Is it drums? Is it overheads? Is it vocal mics? I don't know.
Seems like it would be drums would be the most likely suspect.
Yeah. But they probably mic'd up everything, so who knows? Could be an amp.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. It's all analog.
Yeah, I imagine
for the most part.
They were probably micing up everything. I don't know. Either way, I showed it to Jake, ruined it for him. And it just sucks. Because that album is fucking... It's
great album.
Yeah.
Great vibes.
Good vibes. All right, so... Andy's not creative.
Nope.
Ask him one question. I had one question to ask. He couldn't fucking answer it.
It's hard. Well, you've had fucking. I wish that I just asked you. I wish that I knew that.
Ask me a question.
Well, no.
Go ahead. Ask me a question.
I wish I knew that that's what you were going to ask me.
But I didn't want you to know.
Yeah, well, that would have been a good thing to let me know.
Oh my man! Next time I'll let you know the questions beforehand.
If it was just like that's not something that you could just fucking think of off the rip.
I typed it right off the rip, right to Pete Rock. I said, "Hey, listen, Jamal," and then I scrolled through them like these are also good. And then I saw Moment of Truth. I was like, I don't love this answer, but. That stinks for his homies or who someone wasn't listening to that album for him to think that, and that's a bummer.
True,
because
or like all his homies are just like that album's okay.
Yeah, it's just like what?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, because that album is that was like the fucking god tier album for us in high school.
Oh my god, just above the clouds alone.
Yeah, it was. Oh, you know what?
And Work, those two for me.
I have a good fucking answer now.
Okay. 30 minutes in.
You ready? Masters of the Universe.
Oh.
I think that'll be my answer.
Oh, wow.
Because I never hear anybody talk about
No, would never ever.
Binary Star.
I was hoping we just didn't actually say. Because
cut it.
Yo.
Cut it right when I'm pointing at the camera.
Yeah. No. Yo. Hopefully Andy cut it. Because then people have to go look it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great one.
I think that might be my answer. And that's another person in our tier list. I wish that we said Decompose. Because those Decompose beats are
insane.
So fucking good. And Declaim, I think, right? Didn't he make a lot of those beats too?
I don't know. But I think he did a bunch on Sonogram too. And
Declaim or Decompose?
I'm pretty sure like Rocket Ship. And Decepticons,
sure.
Like that Sonogram
Even Sonogram
album was fucking nutty.
Would be another good answer. But I just think Master of the Universe is maybe
Oh my god. The beats on that are sick.
They're so good.
They're great.
They're so good and they're just spitting their fucking faces off too, the whole fucking album.
Yeah, that was it's once again funny because
when did that come out? 98?
Honestly, when you said it, that's what I thought. I'm pretty sure it did. But like KGB, I feel like anything, that song was just on.
All the time.
Where it's like, yo, we gonna smoke a blunt. Okay, what do we put on? Just put on KGB. And just run, because it's like, what, 7 minutes?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking long.
That one. That like, what is it? It's like, fucking.
So I just need a little time to think about it. I just needed fucking.
I have you growing
36 minutes.
dreadlocks while taking chemotherapy, like something, whatever bar that is, and it's like I make a whole crowd of paraplegics stand out they seats or something like that. And it's just like the bar is set on KGB.
I love that. That's not even KGB. Isn't even in the top
for you.
No, on for their.
It was 2000
for their top songs.
I mean, this beat is sick.
I love
that. Starts
that whole
like
album.
Bom, 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 bom.
I know why the Cage Bird sings. I fucking love both parts of that song, part 1 and part 2.
Yeah,
but One Below's part is superior, in my opinion.
This was another iPod tape for me. Fellowship, but yeah, this Indy 500. This is a really good answer. I'm gonna listen to this tomorrow morning and start my day off. Even dude,
Glenn Close, bro. Oh my god, I love that fucking song.
Yeah, I remember Burr had one of those. He spit on Reality Check on one of those way back in his basement when you were running like Pro Tools.
The Pro Tools era.
I know.
The M-Box and the Pro Tools.
And not know, only clicking about 3 buttons in Pro Tools and being like, word, dude.
We doing it.
We need this.
Yeah.
Could have used any
and then not
light
doing
version of anything. No. What do you need? No processing effects? No.
Zero processing.
Bars. And that's it. And beats.
Yep.
Send it. Mastered.
That's funny.
If you would ask, is that mixed and mastered? Hell yeah, brother. What'd you do? Nothing.
Yeah.
Can't mix and master greatness. You just put it out.
Bro, those shits were raw as hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was on. I
still have that microphone too.
Really? The gold one or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just remember him ripping on that Saffron beat by Doom and then Cage
the
and
Doomsday
then
beat.
What?
It's also Doomsday.
Like, oh yeah, because Saffron's the title on the
instrumental,
the herbs. Yeah, that's what I meant though. That and then Reality Check, and it was just like, dude. But this one, smoking a blunt, it's like, yo, dude, put that on.
What?
And then
it's KGB.
Yeah, and then you'd get stoned, and then it's like, yo, put on the instrumental now. Let's rap. It just was Zealand. Like when I think of KGB, I think of Z. That hand in Brett's.
That occurred to me the other day because remember we were talking with Ari about how 2008, 2009 or whatever, I wasn't listening
Andy hates Kanye.
I wasn't listening to Kanye or Lil Wayne or anything like that. And then I was trying to think, what was I listening to? Like, because you were saying you were listening to it when we were blazing.
Yeah.
But then I was
later,
saying like,
though. This was probably like 2010, 2011. 2010.
What is?
When I was puffing and listening to like
Kanye?
Those Kanye albums.
Well, either way, 2010, I was trying to picture that era. What were we listening to when we were blazing? But then all I kept thinking about was we were just throwing instrumentals and freestyle.
Yeah.
We were just blaze and fucking listen to instrumentals.
We probably went out of our way to collect more instrumentals, playable instrumentals than...
Well, those were the Pandora days also.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember all of my stations were like Blockhead.
RJD2
station.
That was like the only way to get beats.
Pete Rock station.
Pete Rock had a good amount, but there was also a lot of shit on the Pete Rock station that
had
that songs.
Lyrics on it. Yeah, but I remember, like the RJD2 station.
Fire.
Did that. And now...
Pandora days. What a time, dude.
I know. But it's also funny... Because I feel like a lot of the beats that we would freestyle on, when I listen to those songs now, like those are songs. Those are not hip hop beats.
Yeah.
They're like electronica. That's just electronica music.
Yeah.
Like Flying Lotus and shit like that, where it's like you could rap on it, but this was just an instrumental. This isn't like a...
Yeah, like what was the Street Bangers, right? Was that the RJD2 volumes? Was like Street Bangers Volume 1 and Volume 2?
Was it? Something like that?
The one but continue. I'm going to look it up, but continue.
No, but it just made me think that we were listening to a lot of instrumentals back then and just freestyling.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Grammatic. But,
Grammatic too. Even Thievery Corporation.
Beats and Pieces.
They would come on.
What the fuck? I thought he had a Street Bangers, dude.
We listened to a lot of heady instrumentals at the time that we were just trying to rap over. That we didn't even know that, like, oh, this is a heady ass fucking beat maker.
Dude, we didn't care.
We literally didn't.
Just give us instrumentals, dude. We rap. That's it. Now it's like, yo, keep. Are these them? SB1?
Gotta be.
Can I click into it? I don't know. I thought someone had Street Bangers.
Like Herbs.
Volume 1 and 2.
I remember those Herbs beats. The URBS. You remember those?
No.
Should go back and listen to that fucking album.
Yeah.
Fucking good. But I remember like maybe like junior year, senior year, finding that Herbs album. Probably through fucking Pandora or some shit. But yeah, just listening to mad instrumentals. And then eventually Currency. Probably come 2010, whenever Elevator Music dropped. That's all. That's all I was listening to.
I remember you had the Stankler rolling around in with Stoned Immaculate.
Oh yeah,
that was the wave then. When was that?
But that came out in
2010 was that album,
2012, right? I was gonna say. I feel like that was like we had like just graduated, maybe.
I just remember rolling up on that case, mad.
Yeah, I remember Mark rolling up on that case, mad.
Oh yeah, that was just sitting up there, sitting in the glove box. A lot of good, yeah. Well, you're right though. We were not listening
we were just
to rapping.
Yeah, we were not. We were rarely ever listening to music just to fucking vibe out while we were high.
No,
we were listening to beats to freestyle while we were high. Like that's all we were doing.
Yeah, because it didn't matter where we were. We could be in your basement. We could be in the whip. We could be on the porch.
We could be at a homie's backyard.
Anywhere. Yo, for real. All under. It could be raining. We could all be in a single file, 10-person row, house. Just handing blunts down and just rapping.
Yeah.
That was it. That's funny.
Yeah.
When you think about it, it's funny.
So I agree. That's why I feel like a lot of music escaped me in those those high school era, because also 2009 was like the birth of like Wiz and Action Bronson and Mac Miller and like all of those people, which obviously we were fucking listening to because that was kind of like the underground for us at the time, which it was. I don't know why I put air quotes. It was
100%.
That was underground because literally everybody around us was listening to fucking Drake.
It was, I don't even know. I don't even know. That was it?
Oh, yeah.
He was popping in 09?
Huge.
I cared so little. We just wanted to write raps and make beats, and that was it.
Our whole high school career, everyone was listening to fucking Drake.
It's so crazy. Back to that question, how it's so situational.
Right.
Because if you ask those motherfuckers where it's like, yo, what do you think is criminally underrespected? I don't even care what they would say because probably some ass. But
yeah, something cringe,
something crazy. That's so funny though. Yeah, we weren't really listening to music ever. We were listening to beats.
Just beats.
We're trying to find beats.
Oh yeah, literally. Yeah, just searching for beats. How can we find? I'd be on
fucking like Pirates Bay or whatever, and it's just like Pirates Bay or like I guess like LimeWire, like fucking. What was Pirates Bay? What's like the name of that?
The Pirate Bay was a thing.
Yeah, right. You download mad shit.
Yeah, you get like movies and you could even
just like that's
how we got Fruity Loops.
Give me Tupac's catalog, but only instrumentals.
Right.
I think I had that, and that's where I was like, oh, Dre is a fucking maniac.
Yeah.
Yeah, those days before the pre-Pandora days were funny too. Where it's like, yo, I need to get this whole stack of instrumentals and get it on my iPod.
I just found my fucking.
I know that's gonna be crazy.
My iPod
I
mini.
have mine somewhere. I found my video the other day.
I also have
touch one maybe.
I also have my iPod video, but I remember more what's on my iPod video. But it's crazy holding it in my hand and being like, I watched fucking Zoolander on this tiny ass fucking screen, or like Dodgeball.
Oh, what?
Zoolander and Dodgeball.
On that one you sent a picture of?
No. That's the mini. That one didn't even have color.
Yeah. On a video or the touch.
On a video.
Okay. Remember we were talking about Andy Milanaka's show?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was watching that on, on my video.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that iPod mini, it has 4 gigabytes of storage, which is crazy to think about now. Bro, snoring?
Was that a snore?
I think so.
He's like, fuck, man, I miss Pandora days.
But yeah, 4 gigabytes of storage, and there's Brother Guy jams that are like
10, 14 gigabytes.
Yeah.
One song.
Even though I guess like in those days it was all MP3s and shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
So like it was smaller files. But still, 4 gigabytes. Fucking crazy. My phone is like a terabyte. My phone is almost 1,000 times more fucking memory.
That whole progression though of it's just crazy to think about. Like iPod to like off the grid iPod to Pandora to
What do you mean off the grid iPod? Or off the grid?
Or it's just like, yo,
iPod Next. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's just like none of that shit connected to internet.
Right.
So it's just like, yeah, you might have had your computer with your iTunes or fucking downloaded mad shit from Pirate Bay or LimeWire and thrown it on iTunes and then throwing that on MP3. But it's like, once you were rocking that MP3, you were on a fucking island.
Well,
and then Pandora's like, we could be putting these stations on any place we want to.
Burning CDs, I feel like, was cool that was the original Pandora. was burning CDs, so it could be not every one artist on one CD. It is crazy that we have lived through all those generations, at least. Obviously, like, our parents have lived through more iterations of it.
It was just wild. Like, you had to go out and find and stack instrumentals. We were fucking hella pumped when Pandora dropped. It's like, word, I can just search like a beat maker and just get them fed to me.
Was mind blowing.
And you never had to ask someone to like, yo, you want to put on a beat next? It was just like, didn't have to ask shit. Another beat's coming on.
Yeah.
Just wait.
And you would train.
Work the algo a little bit.
Yeah, like, so it's like...
Well, I think it was just a like or a dislike.
Yeah, just dislike all the songs with lyrics.
Yo, yes, though. For sure. Oh, it just kept you on your toes,
Does Pandora still exist?
Probably. I feel like a couple years ago, like, my uncle was still using it.
I'm trying to think.
Damn, I haven't seen a Pandora app in a minute.
I feel like when you upload to the DSPs...
Pandora's an option.
I think Pandora is still an option. And I always just do all of them. And it's like, okay, well, I don't know if anybody's fucking using Pandora, but it's there.
Someone's out there. You can get Pandora Premium and shit.
I don't know why the fuck you would ever want that now, though.
I don't know. I don't know why people use Apple Music.
I don't know. People say that it has really good playlists.
I know people use it for a reason, but it's like me, it's like I'd never use that shit.
I would love...
They try to give it to me for free with my new phones and shit. It's like, yo, I'm good. Spotify or bust. I'm going to support them because they give us 0.01 fucking percent of a penny every time we get a bump, and then they pull our songs down.
I think it's half a penny, maybe.
Whatever it is.
I would love to get YouTube
crazy.
Music.
That's what...
I've been thinking about it more, just because I would love to get YouTube Premium, because I fucking hate listening to the goddamn ads.
Yeah, you hate ads. Hey, everybody, this guy fucking hates the ads.
I hate them. Yeah. But if you like ads, then you're a fucking weirdo.
Narc.
But I would love...
That's very hip of you, Andy.
What?
YouTube Music.
Kind of
like the kids, like we were in the locker room the other day, I think before a game, they were bumping tunes and they was like, oh, bro. Or is that a practice? He's like, I don't know who the fuck it was. Some shit that they were playing. It's just like, this ain't my shit. I don't know who the fuck trap star this is. But he's like, one kid was like, oh, bro, you don't have fucking YouTube Music, bro. What the fuck's wrong with you, bum? He's like, give me that shit. I'll put that shit on right now. He's like, oh, you playing the fucking censored version?
Well, I wonder if I bet a lot of youth has YouTube Premium because you get YouTube Music
with premium.
Yeah,
it seems like if you didn't have it, you were a scram. And I'm over there just like, I'm not saying shit. Keeping this one to myself.
Yeah.
Because they would have made fun of me for using Spotify.
I mean, I feel like Spotify knows me too well at this point to go away from it, unfortunately. It has like a decade's worth of fucking knowledge about my likes, and that I feel like...
Yeah, you know what's a bummer?
What?
I've always, for that reason, I've always supported the shit out of it. And it's like, yo, my Discover Weekly, I find so much shit. I get so much good shit I've never heard. And I feel like I say that to people, and a lot of people be like, yo, my algorithm's fucking jacked. I don't get any, I don't even listen to those playlists because I don't get anything good out of it. And I was like, oh, that sucks, dude. Like, you're doing it wrong. And I ran into that 2 weeks ago for the first time.
Were you at a bad week?
Dude, when did I get Spotify Premium? Like, when did we hop on that Spotify train?
Probably like a decade ago.
Yeah. For the first time, it was just a slew out of like 30 songs. It was probably 28 of just guttural hardcore. And I was like, I appreciate one or two.
But like, give me...
Keep my shit mixed up. You know, it's a Discover, I guess it's not a daily mix, so it can't be too mixed, but Discover Weekly where it's like, give me a little guttural hardcore, give me a little lighter hardcore, give me a little hip hop, give me a little this. And it was just deep guttural yells.
Well,
and
I wonder
like,
if that's just what you've been listening to more.
I put like maybe a day. Lately I've been on the OG, it's just like the OG hip hop.
I don't use Discover Weekly anymore.
Really? You put me onto it.
I know. I haven't used it in a long time, but I use a lot is the radio function.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I use that all the fucking time. That and...
Pick a vibe, and then it's like, oh yeah, this song's my vibe today. Put the radio on.
Exactly. Yeah. That and Daylist. I feel like the Daylist...
I don't even know what that is.
The Daylist knows me a lot. It does get it right. But it changes morning, noon, and night.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
And it like makes a playlist like based on like your listening habits like at that time of day.
Yeah.
Like my day list on Wednesday nights is
the fire.
Is like
sample heaven.
Yeah, it's like I forget what the last one it called it like Rolling Tobacco Old Money playlist or something like that. And I was like, oh shit. Or yeah, it was like pipe tobacco old money. And
it was just all Piero Illuminati.
Yeah, it was just all
Pecorino and
fucking
shit.
French and Italian movie scores and shit.
Yeah.
But it goes to show you the day list.
All right.
They got their algo pretty tuned, but I mean, you do have to wonder at what cost to our privacy. But
whatever.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it. You can have all my shit. Yeah, before that guttural mishap, it was like, I think I had Japanese math rock and some type of like new age fucking shitty shoegaze. And it's just like shitty as like dirty. I was like, just a good blend. I was real pumped about it. And then the next week I was like, fuck.
That's annoying.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, we gotta wrap this. It's been 55 minutes on my phone. Okay,
this is good.
This is good.
I feel like there's a lot of clips in there that you can boil down.
I don't know how I don't know how we end it. This is a work in progress. We'll figure out a way to end it.
End it. There's got to be like an ask or something to wrap everything up. Can't just plug, yo, short bus, dude, plug us every week.
Yeah, I don't know. If you watch this, tell us what you'd love to hear our opinion about.
Well, yeah, definitely tell us what you want us to blab about. Hopefully music related.
Yeah.
2, you could always drop a disrespected, as Andy would say, album in the comments. Let us know what you think doesn't get enough flowers. And let us know if you're Apple Music or YouTube Music or Spotify Music. And if you're that motherfucker that still listens to Pandora,
Yo, yeah, definitely.
respect.
Oh, definitely let us know.
You're probably in your 50s or some shit smoking hella bud. And that's it. We got shit coming out.
Yeah. We'll be back. Peace and love.